everybody, how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. And at The Flower Patch I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements for all occasions. Right guys, thank you very much, as I always like to start off with all the wonderful comments that you sent me concerning the brown and gold homemade swag base that we did yesterday. I've had quite a few comments, even on my business page as well, and a few of the groups that I'm in, and privately as well. So I'm really overjoyed by all the heartwarming comments that you've sent me. Right, I've got a busy day today, so I thought I'd just do something quite quickly. I've got an order where a lady wants a garland for Christmas and 4 hanging baskets, and all 4 hanging baskets need to be identical. Everything basically placed in the same position as each other. So I started yesterday and I had 4 hanging baskets at 14" here, and all the foliage and everything in a bucket, and I was placing, if I placed 3 in a triangle there, then I had to place 3 in the same triangle in the same place on that one, then the 3rd, then the 4th. Then I did finish with that foliage, then I grabbed another foliage out and I did the same. If I placed 5 there, I'd place 5 there, 5 there and 5 there, and that's how I've done it. I didn't come out of my workshop till quite late last night. I was supposed to go to my sister's, but unfortunately I couldn't get, because I didn't even start eating till around 7:30. So today I've decided, I've got one of these, well I had several, and I've got something in it, and it is just a shabby chic with open doors, or shutters should I say, and I've resprayed it because it was looking out of my where I store everything, it was looking a bit grey, because I think it's been there quite a while. You forget about things, and you only tend to use the ones that you've just recently purchased, and you forget about the ones you've got right at the back. So I've resprayed it this morning. I've been waiting for it to dry, and while I've waited for it to dry, I've been sorting other things out. So with it being white, I'm wanting, and it's got a tray here where you place your foam. So I have grabbed 1 block and 1/3 of a block, and I've placed them together, and I've wreath wrap around for it to go in. So that's for that. I've got some ribbon out. I'm wanting to do, I don't want to do a big ribbon. When I say big, I mean with like 4 loops of one colour, 4 loops of another, or 5 loops or 6 loops. I just want to perhaps do 2 or 3 loops of one of each colour. So I decided I want to get this red with green sparkly or glittery polka dots. I thought, let's just add a bit of green glitter in for a change. So I've got that, and because I've got that in red and green, I've also got this one in red and green, where it's got like the little loops on the edge in green. So I've got that, and to break those 2 up, I've got a white. This is a silk with like a wired silk ribbon. It's 25 yard reel, this is, and it's got like, I say silver little glitter, and it's slightly taffeta on the edge where that means it's creased. Not a lot, but we've got that one as well. So I want to break it up like so. So then it, you'll see each ribbon or loop, bouncing off of each other. So that's what I want to do. I haven't got a lot of things out because it, for what I'm going to do, it doesn't really need a lot. And the reason for that being is I've got 2 out, but I think I may only need one. One red and white, like candy cane pattern gift. I've got one red and white tinsel gift box, and then I've got one white and red glittered on polystyrene little gift box. So that is all concerning elements like this, ornamental things we are going to place in. Oh, sorry, and apart from, I've got out a few baubles in white, or Christmas ornaments. So that's all I've got concerning that, because I think the gift boxes will take up quite a lot of room. I've got out just, again, I've only took a few out of some ivy that I want in. I've got out more like, it's like a sagey green ivy. I quite like this, but variegated. So I've got that. I have got just taken 5 out. Again, everything's about 5 or 7 of, or, you know, odd numbers of things. So 5 small flocked pine needles that I want to place either around the bottom near the front. I've also got out, and I've kept these in the bag. I've taken out one of those what we used yesterday out of its bag for the little pine cones that I can chop up into 3, or I may leave it as a whole. And then I have got cypress leaves. I'm ever so careful when I take snow out because it gets everywhere. So here we go. Cypress leaves that are flocked as well. So you can see the snow in there. So I'm just placing those all back in here so I don't hopefully get a lot everywhere, so to speak. It's all over. I've also got out, I think, 7 of my white fern. They were on a big stem. They've not got wire in these ferns, guys, so they're quite floppy, but I like that sort of thing because it adds movement. And so I've got about 7 of those. I found these, what I've got left, that I sprayed. So I thought there's 3 on there, odd number. I thought we could incorporate those. Now I said I'd ordered some of these, and I've ordered them in silver as well. Some gingko leaves in white that I've ordered, and I think they came in a pack of 12, the ones I ordered. But I've got those, and I thought they could add a little different with the shape than all spiky. Just a soft, more of a soft shape around the edging to our arrangement. Now I have these. I've got a few of these. I've got them on single picks, what come in, you know, in a packet. But then I've also got these on one stem. The rubbery textured tree pine. Now again, I don't know yet. We'll see when we start placing things in, if I'd like to place them a whole one in just like that, or maybe chop away. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, you get 5 sprigs on a stem. So I may place that in either at the side or as a center, or slightly leaning on the arrangement also. I have got 7 again, mountain pine out in case I need a bit of filler and I need something more, you know, a bit more thicker and to place in, just to cover areas up. So I've got them in in case these are a backup. I've got some oddments left of these, what I was chopping down. These are what I sprayed brown the other day. So I've got some oddments of these other pine, tree pine, that I thought we could place in. I have got out a fresh, because I've used all the others, the ones that I cut down, and because I'm busy, I haven't had time to cut a few more down. But I've got some conifer as well, and you just get one in a pack with 5 stems on one, or about 5 sprigs on one stem. I don't know how many I got. 3. Oh, I'm missing one. I've only got 6 out of these. Oh, but I should have got 7. I may have to get another one. But I've got out my sage leaves again. I like to soften things down. Excuse me. Not from being too, too with the texture rough, textured elements. I like to use softer greenery or floral, just to soften the arrangement down. And I finally got out just some, and these was on a garland, and I've stripped some of them off a garland and placed them on single picks like so. But some, it says berries, so they look slightly a bit like rose hips, but they're not got the little bits sticking out, so they are berries. So I've got some of those. They're more of an off-white with a little bit of green shade in and around some of them. So that's what we've got. And again, I've got my other gift box here in case. I don't think I'll need it, but I'll place it there. I did get these out, but then I put them under there because I thought, no. I want to make more of a natural and a soft arrangement today. So I did get out some red glittered bay leaves, and I've cut down a few red glittered eucalyptus. If I decide to place them in, I will, but I've just placed them there out of the way. So let's just get all these down here. Get rid of the snow. Oh, I haven't got my bow maker out. One moment. So all downside of that area of my room, especially on the floor, it is chock-a-block with a lot of stuff hanging around, and I don't like that. So I like to, as soon as I can get it out of the way, the better. Well, get it made, should I say? Then it's better for me. Then I can place them away. Right. I've got something in there. I don't know what it is. Oh. So let's just dovetail the end of this. So I'm placing this one at the back. Again, let's see how long. I'll keep the tail ends at around 8 inches, just, give me enough if I feel like I'd like to just cut them down a little bit. I'm going to do, I'm going to do 5.5 loops on this one. And I'm going to just do I do 3? No, I'm going to do 2. Do I have it hanging all down? Yeah, I'll cut it here. So we have both the tail ends hanging. And we're going to break it up. Whoops, that just slipped. I'm going to go slightly shorter, but only by about 1/2 inch as I go with my tail end. So I'm going to twist. And I'm going to go 4.5 inches on the white one. And twist on the opposite side. 4.5 inch there. Bring it down towards yourself. And then we'll dovetail this as well. And then we'll get our red one. And I'm going to go shorter again with the tail end again, about 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Just measure it and hold the tail end that you're measuring with, and then just place it through, and then it won't move. And then I'm going to go, let's have a look. Yes, I'm going to go 3.5 inch with this red one as well. So I'm just doing 2 loops on every one. About there. And then just dovetail. And because I don't want to see my mechanics, I'll get the white again, because we're going red, red, and then white. I may this time, instead of just placing a bit in the center, just again go slightly shorter. Twist, just make sure that bottom bit's up. And that's 3.5, and I'm going to go 2.5 with this. Now it's cut, the tail ends come back out on this side. That's okay, because when I put my cable tie on, I will move this tail end before I tighten it over to that side. So that is like that. So I'll get my cable tie underneath. You can do it this way, or you can, you know, sort your patterns out, your loops out before you carry on. I think I want 2 up there, then the white there in the center. and then the smaller red I'm going to bring down here for a change. And then I'm going to just pull a little bit tighter, lift that up, and you have a crease there in your where your ribbon has sat. Place your cable tie on that crease. I'm going to place a cable tie on because I'm not sure quite what if I want to place it at the top. But what I'll do until I decide, I'll place a cable tie and a wire, floral wire through. So let me just now bring my tail ends down on each side. To the bottom so they can sit correctly, and move the other white one, what was from the center, just move that one over, because that will be our little piece in the center. And then just pull tight on the back. Snip it off. Now I'm going to twist with the wire and twist the bow, not the wire, the actual bow. So that's, if I don't decide to use it, I will snip it right off at the top where I cut the cable tie. So now just again bring your tail ends down, and then fluff up your loops. Again, I want the red ones slightly down, then with the white, and then I want these red ones slightly higher up. So we've got that effect just for our bow, and I may place that up above. I don't know yet, guys. We'll see. If I feel that's too much or too big, then I will just make another one, and I will do it out of perhaps just two, which is this red one and the white. I don't know where I've placed the pin for this. Can't see. Oh, well, we'll sort it. It's nothing that can't be sorted. So we'll place these out of our way. Excuse me. Right, let's get our arrangement. And again, I've cut the foam. I'm just going, because I've tried to make it so it's really tight. Oh. So that, I haven't got it so the foam's sticking up. I don't want that. I want it to stay right at the bottom so you can't really see it. So that is now in. And it's got two hooks on the back, so if you wish to place it on the wall as well, you know, you could also have this on your wall. Right, I need to see where I'd like, what gifts I'd like to place in. Because I was thinking of either doing them in the centre and having them like that in the centre, or I actually thought about, do I go down in size? Let me cut this a bit short because we don't need all of this for our stem. It being so big, just gonna place. Or do I place that one? I could open the shutters and then place that one. Yeah, I'm going to open the shutters and then I'm going to place this, the bigger one, leaning forward like that. Not at a square angle, I'm doing it so it's like a diamond shaped angle. I'm going to place it like that. Then I'm going to place the other one. I'm just popping this in, guys. Oh, I can't get it in. And I'm going to place one, like something like that, and then one on this side, or I could place them like that. So let's just have a look. There's that many ways. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So we're going to place in our larger gift in the centre, but right at the back, just slightly leaning. So I want it just like that. And I'm going to do the same, but get this one. I'm going to have that slightly leaning over the front. And then I'm going to do the other one on the opposite side, but just slightly a bit more inwards because it is smaller. So we're going to have them like that. Doesn't that look nice? Let me get that fluff off. So now we've got that in. Now I'm debating about this. Okay, you can manipulate this. Yeah, I'm going to keep it as one. Let me just put a 45-degree angle on the end if I can. Oh my good gracious me, that's metal. And I'm going to do that. And I'm going to place that there. Let me just wipe the glue. Get it off my fingers. And then that's. You can hear a noise, guys. It's my neighbour over the road. She's got the builders in and placing scaffolding up. And you know, if you're in the UK, people will place scaffolding up. They seem to be very loud. It's like that when they communicate, they shout to each other, as you can hear. But yes, I've put that on there, but I've slightly gave it a little angle so it's leaning towards me a little bit. And then with this being really wispy and floppy, let it just hang like a tree. Doesn't that look fabulous? Let's see about the bow. I've got a feeling I may have made it too big. Do I place it at the bottom? I think it's too big, guys. Oh, I don't want it, I want it slightly, I guess, thinner. I think the polka dot ones are a bit wide. We'll sort it. So, oh, here we go. Let's get our cypress leaves out. And I'm going to do these one at a time. And I'm going to place a bit of these, with these also being tall. I'm just stroking them down the side just to basically open them up, because they are all quite stuck together when they arrive. So, and I'm going to place one. And we may get snow everywhere, but that doesn't matter. That's all part of Christmas. And we'll get another. And I'm rubbing my hands down like so. If I just open that up. And I'm just doing that just to open the cypress leaves up, because they are, and I'm manipulating the stem as well, because they are, instead of just doing this one at a time, I just tend to run my hand down so they open up and then they sit in their own place. I'm going to place that one, coming just out from the gift there. And I'll use one to go at the back as well, because I want, again, what I place at the bottom I like to place at the around the top as well. And that's just because I like to balance everything out. So we'll place one leaning against the shutter here. My son thinks it's funny that I've got his chest infection. I don't know why he thinks it's funny. Let's get the conifers. I will have to sit and cut a few more down, because you only get one bunch in a bag. You're forever just opening bags, so hence the reason I chop them down. Oh, there's one missing, guys. Oh, they've done me. There's one missing. Oh my gosh. That's not good. I won't complain, because I'm not one to complain over just one. So again, with our conifer, I'm going to place a conifer at the back, because I do want, you know, to have a bit of greenery at the back so it's not on show, so you can't see through it. Let's have a look. I'm going to place one in the centre there. I don't mind things hanging over the front. I quite like that. Just a bit like a wall basket, or a, that you're doing. cut that plastic off. I'm going to place one at the side of here as well. Let's have a look. I could place one at the back. Yeah, I'm going to place one at the back here, just to cover this area a little bit. Pop one through like so. So we've done with our conifer. I was just going to place them on the floor. How silly. Again, I'll keep those out because I need those. And if you haven't got anything like this, don't worry, guys, don't worry. Even if you've just got like a little planter, you know, a rectangle planter, you can do it in there. Place on at the back some twine or something, you know, staple it on if it's wooden especially, so you can hang it on your wall. I've cut these down, some long, some medium and some small. I don't know what that is. Something hard and green. A bit plastic or something. Right. I'm going to bring this longer one out from the side at an angle like that. Just stick a little bit up. Bring that like that. I have ordered a couple of gems, you know, the big jaws. Well, I say big, I'm not sure how big they were. I finally found somebody in the UK without having to pay lots and lots of shipping costs. I ordered them the other day. Just wait. Oh, this has got it on as well. Just waiting for it to arrive. I've ordered a pink one and a silver one, because that's all the lady had in stock left, because she'd sold out quite quickly. So I grabbed the last two. But when she gets some more in, I will grab some other colours. I've ordered the rectangle ones. I do quite like the rectangle ones. I'm not so bothered about the circular ones. I do like the teardrop ones as well. But I'll just make sure, you know, I'm just happy that I've been able to get some. So I've placed that there. I'm not going to place all of these in. I've got smaller pieces that I've cut. I may want to place some in there. Where do I place it? My sleeve keeps coming down. Oh gosh, I've stuck it to my finger. So one there, a bit more there. I think I may. Do I place it? Oh, this has got it on. I don't know what it is. It's like plastic. Little bubble. I'm going to place that one. under the conifer at the front. I have to feel for it, guys, because I can't. There we go. I can't see it. Oops. I've got to deliver it. One moment, guys. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Come on.
No, I've been waiting. There's only the scaffolding guys who have arrived.
Have they been and gone?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm on camera. So you can, it's alright, you can talk. Yeah.
You're not doing fresh flowers now, are you?
No. Why? Who
wanted some for a lady at school. We were supposed to take them up to her today, but some other lady told the other lady not to get them yet. So they said they were going to get them from Morrison's, but I just thought I'd ask you whether you still did any. I said I don't think you do. But you know at Morrison's, can you order them?
What is it that you wanting? Just a bouquet?
Yeah, fresh flowers now. And I said I don't think you'd have to order them and all that, wouldn't you?
Well, you can buy your fresh flowers from Tesco and Morrison's and that. I don't mind putting them in a bouquet. I thought you meant as an arrangement, like a wreath and that.
No, I've seen some at Morrison's or something where they're getting a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I've got the bags and the boxes here for that sort of thing. So if you want me to do it, I'll do it, because I've kept them before when I did, because I put artificial.
See, I don't know what's worth doing because they've collected 23 quid.
Yeah.
So I don't know how, what that means to you. You know what I mean? How much it's going to cost you? That's the thing. That's why I didn't want to.
Yeah, it's not going to. Well, it's not. It's not. It's only a 10-minute thing. It's nothing really. 10 minutes to place the bouquet together. So I don't mind doing it for you, Liz. I really don't.
I don't mind. I mean,
if you want me to do it, let's put it this way. If you'd like me to do the bouquet for us,
it's not that I don't want to. I don't want to give you, because like I say, you're not going to make a note off it.
Well, it's okay. You know, I don't mind doing fresh flower bouquets.
I'll let Sonia know then.
Yeah.
See whether she has asked her daughter to take up to Morrison's, because she was on about getting her daughter to take up to Morrison's, and then they'd wait till they'd done it.
Yeah, because I know at Morrison's, because they do them if they're ready made. So if she'd rather do that, that's fine with me. It's her decision. But if she wants me to make them, I'll do them. Not a problem. I'll do a fresh bouquet.
Okay, it's for Lorna. She's coming today.
What? Any particular time?
What do you mean?
That she's coming. That she needs them by.
She went to school today, and the flowers should have been there. But this other woman told the woman not to get them because she wasn't going to be in. She wasn't in because she was at the doctor's.
Yeah.
Coming from the doctor's, she's coming and they could have given her there.
Right.
All I know is I collected 23 quid. They've been saying, somebody said put Sainsbury's in there, somebody else says no.
Well, I think at Morrison's, you can get smaller ones for like 15, but and then they go up in price, because then.
Well, all I know is they've charged 23 quid.
They go up in like 15, 20, 25, 30, and I think they stop at 30 for the bouquet.
We've got 23 quid.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. So I don't know if you can make a nice one. Oh, you can make a nice one. But I just thought, it might get other people to see what you do.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Sonny's asked her daughter.
Yeah, well, I don't mind. I just thought you wanted a real flower in a wreath. I'm going to say I don't do them no more. Yeah, I don't mind doing real flower bouquets.
I'm there tomorrow, and then I'm not there Thursday, so
yeah.
No touch and rush.
Yeah, no probs. Just let me know.
Right, I'll have a word with Sonia, but I don't. Well, I don't.
Either way, Liz. I don't mind either way. So. No, I know. I know. Don't worry.
But then I thought, well, other people might see it and say.
Yeah. All right then. Thanks. Oh, I know I've got a delivery. Hi guys, sorry about that. That was my neighbour over the road. She's wanting to know if I would do a bouquet for somebody at the school she works at. One of the other members of staff. Instead of travelling and going getting all the flowers, she knows that I can do them, and with me working in fresh, I thought she wanted a wreath. I'm going to say I don't do the wreaths anymore. in fresh flowers. So, but I don't mind, you know, I do the bouquets if people want bouquets in fresh flowers, you know, in the boxes, in the presentable gift boxes. I do those. Yeah, so I've just, it'll only take me about 10 minutes max to get it all together. So, gosh, I used to have to make about 50 a day, probably more on some occasions. So it's not going to take me long. So she's going to have a word with the lady anyway and see what she decides to do. So either way, you know, I don't mind helping my neighbour. Well, I don't mind helping anybody really. But yeah, so she's going to let me know. Right, I'm just going to place in some more of these. I'm not going to place in these littler ones. So we'll place those on the floor. I don't want to do it too much in all this pine. Well, I say that. I say that. That's all I've really got on the table. And so I've got these 3 big ferns. If I can get them off. Yes, I was looking out for a delivery as well for my neighbour. She was at work and there was a delivery coming for her. She asked me if I'd look out for it. And I told her to leave a note on her door to tell them to come and drop it off here. Because sometimes our deliveries, guys, in the UK, if you're not in, they'll take it back. They'll take it back to the department and then you may not get it for at least another 3 to 5 days. Depending if they're, you know, dropping anything around the area again. So you have to try and be in, really. Right, I'm going to place one of these here. I'm just going to put one with this. But then on this opposite side, I'm going to place these 2 together. And I'm going to put them there. Or do I? I don't know, that looks quite nice. I'm going to have to start and go live, guys. I'm going to have to get it sorted because I was just sat talking to a gentleman the other day. Again, was in the UK. I'm not sure about in the States or Germany, Canada. I don't really know. But in the UK, you get people knocking on your door trying to get you to sign up to their company for your fibre optic TV and things like that, like Virgin. Well, this was a different company I've never heard of, and he was telling me, and I was telling him I can't get connection in here, and he actually said, oh, you'd be able to get connection with us. You know how they do to try and sell the company to you. But I don't do anything without chatting to my husband concerning anything like that. It would just mean you'd have to still have the Virgin box that I've got, but you'd just have to have the TV, nothing else. And with them it'd be, so you'd probably end up spending the same amount a month in the long run. So my husband said, worked it out. He says, no, he says, don't bother. But I did say to him, I need to get internet connection. I may ring the Virgin up and ask them and tell them that I just can't get it in here, and what they're going to do, they may have to put another cable to connect in here to the point where I'll be able to get it. And if I can, then I want to do some lives because I want to chat to you all, guys. I know I'm chatting to you now, but I feel that you're here in mind and spirit, but you're not here, well, I can't say in person, can I? On the laptop where I can see you as you type in your messages and then I can chat to you. So, yeah. I've tried it once and it just kept cutting off. Me and my son tried it. And I do get quite a few people saying, why don't you go live? I'm placing in some white, because it's some white fern, because I do want it to look quite Christmassy. Adding a bit of white. like the snow settled on the greenery. I'm going to just pop that one through like so. Cut that one a little bit off at the end. I'm going to mix one up in here. So I'm going to place one at the down here. If I can reach just to slightly get that little bit of white in with that green. So I don't want those. I don't want to put too much of one and not of another. Right. Let me look with these ginkgo leaves. I may not even place these in, but I do want something with a rounded... Oh no, they look quite nice. So, 2, 3, 4. And I'll save that one. I may place that one as well at the back, because I do like to place things at the back slightly higher than there. But do I bring it on the inside? Yeah, so I'm sorry for the disruption, guys. My neighbour didn't know. She just came to see if the parcels arrived that I was waiting for. I know I've got a delivery. Just want to see. I'm going to place that around there. But the only thing is the gift, so I'm going to have to bend it. So if I place that back, just push it back up there. Bend it like that. Yeah, and then with these, I'm going to bring maybe one under there or in between, like so. So with that being like that, it's a single one. Let's get that leaning on its side so it's not flat. I think I want it pushing a little bit more. Oh, I can't get it. I can't reach my chubby fingers in. So I'm going to have to grab the stem with these. There we go. So I'm just adding a little bit of different texture there. Let's see. So it's mainly foliage. That's what we're placing in. I've not got no poinsettias that I wish to put in. I'm going to go behind here. Like that. And do I bring that one there, or do I bring it there? No, there, it's telling me. And then that's the ginkgo leaves. all in. Place that like so. So they're in. I ought to have placed my camera behind me so you can see. I'll have to remember that next time. Right, I've got 5. Let's take that band off. So again, to soften it up, I want to bring this at the bottom. So let's just cut down the stem. And I want one under here as well. I don't want them to all to be, you know, looking like they're in a row. So I'm going to lean one outwards towards the edge, just here. Like that. Do I bring one up there? Yeah, I'm going to place one up there. Again, I don't want it too tall. I want it to mix in with the foliage that we've got. So I'm pushing it down a little bit. And then just bringing one of the leaves on the sage just forward. And bringing that cypress leaf slightly leaning on it as well. And I may, do I bring one here? Let's get one down there. So this tree pine has got something with a bit more of a solid leaf behind it. But again, I don't want that too high. Let's bring, just bend the stem so it's slightly going to the back. Like so. So I don't want that one. Let's get some berries in. Let me just have a look where I'd like these. I want some here. So we'll cut just at the side of the gift box. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't get it on. La la. I do think I want one of those under there. Yeah. I'm going to place under the white gift box some ivy. Because there's a little bit of a gap here. So I want to fill that with a bigger leaf. Push it right down like that. So it looks like the leaf is right up against the gift. Put that like that. Excuse me. This one here, I've got a bit of glue on that gift. quick, let's grab it before it dries. There we go. Let's see. I don't want it to look too like I've overcrowded it with berries. Right, so I'm going to place one again where the sage leaf is round the side, just at the back, so you can slightly see it popping through just here. And then I'm going to place this one here. Let's just move a bit of the sage leaf and place that there. So I don't want no more berries in. So I think we could do with another ivy as well. Under here, because there's a gap just around on this corner. So we want to fill this gap in. Have a little bit hanging over. Now I don't think I'm going to need this, guys. I think it's not really worth, I don't know. I like it to look woody. I do like that effect. I'm just going to pop that out there so I can see. No, it looks a bit too much, so we won't place that in. So let's see if I need any of those. There's a gap there. I really put high ivy there actually. There's a gap right at the back again. If I move that, there's all that look spare. So I'm getting a broader leaf to place it in, just to again cover that area. So then now it's because it's broader, just place it a little bit more in. So then now you've got that where it's taken there. So let me look at this side as well. Right, I've got one down there that I could place in. Just as depth, right at the bottom. So I'm going to go through this side. You won't be able to see it, I don't think. It's just... bring that one. Like so. Right, there's a few gaps now at the back, if you can see. So I'm going to bring one of these again and place it at the back. Put it underneath the gift. I'm not pushing this right down because I want this to touch just under the gift so it looks like it's full. Because if I pushed it right down, I'd have to place something again on top of it. Let's put a little pine in like that. I'll place some of these at the front as well. And we'll place one to try and cover that stem, some of that stem at the bottom. Let me see, do I place a berry at the back, or do I place these little bits I cut off? I think the little bits. I can't see. Again. I thought I had another one. I could have sworn I had another. I'm going crackers. Literally crackers. No, because when that's on the wall, with it being bouncy, it'll probably bounce off of the wall, and with these being flat, they will flatten in and squash in. Because they will go like that. Right. Oh, so let's have a look at that pine. I think that pine's a bit too much. Let me put these three first of all underneath, just to add that little bit of snow effect. I'm going underneath or at the front, all along here with them. One in the centre. And then one at this end here near this gift. Like so. I think because there's a gap there, that may be okay like that. And then one here. It's basically all I wanted was green and just, you know, again, that your centerpiece. So I'm going to place these two in. Press them a bit low down. I don't want them too high up. There's a gap here where there's nothing really behind the white ginkgo. So I just want some greenery there. So I'm not going to do anything else to the arrangement. I don't think I want, or do we just want the odd baubles in? Yeah, we'll have the odd baubles in. I've got 5 of the small ones. Just to add something slightly different. And I'm going to bring one so it's going to look like it's in the tree, like in. I love this. Let's get one right at the front, through that little tiny hole there. And I want one around here. There's something's needed around here. Just caught glue on that. Oh, you can't get glue off these pine needles, guys. So I'm going to have to just snip the tip. No, I'm not putting any more in. So that is what we've done with our foliage. Now the ribbon, I'm not really too happy with the ribbon bow I've made. Do I place any of this in? I don't want to spoil it, guys. Oh, I don't know. Something's telling me yes. Just have a little bit of glitter in. I think the one at the back like that. You see, if I could hear you guys and I was live, you'd be able to say yes or no, 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 don't do it. You know, because we all sometimes need just that little bit of a help to make a decision. Let's just take them out again. Yeah, something's telling me yeah. I knew I shouldn't have picked them up. I knew it. I'm only putting 3 in. I'm not putting any more than 3. Again, just to add a little colour. And that's all I'm doing. Oh my gracious me. Oh my God. So let me just bend that to give it a bit of movement. And then one up here. Now the stem isn't that long on here, so I may have to place a pick on it. Just so I've got that extra length. Oh, I tell you guys, I wish I'd had a pick machine. I say it every time, but you just can't get them here. You really can't. You can get them if you have them shipped over from the States. I've heard a lot of people from the States that say that they've had, you know, they have problems with them. You know, concerning jamming up, or I don't know. I guess you have to keep oiling them. I wouldn't know, guys. I mean, don't quote me on that. But I wish I'd got one. Just for things like this. I wouldn't use it on a regular basis, only for extending things, or if I've got something that doesn't hold. Right, so I'm just doing those. I'm not placing any more in. I'm not, guys. I'm sticking to my sticking to my guns. And we're going to do the bow. Let me just get all this glitter and snow, mainly snow. Oh, isn't it glorious? It looks wonderful, especially when it just first falls on the ground and settles. But then once the cars go over it and it becomes all sloppy and dirty. Unless you live in the countryside and you've got it lovely. You see all the hills in snow. So that is our thing. So let me, do I do it? It's red and white. So do I do it in that? No, because that's why I need something dark for it to sit up. You see, I've got those. Oh, there's that one. Oh my goodness, I can't move with everything down here. I've got this this, but then again it's too thin. I'm only wanting like 1.5 inch. That's too thick. I'm going to do what I said from the beginning. Excuse me. So if I just place that there. I don't think. Right, I'm gonna I may place it around the centre. So I'm going to double up with them one on top, and then I'm going to separate them. It says we're doing it one at a time. I'm not going to do big loops, I don't think. No. Just a little bit bigger. So they are 5-inch loops. So pinch. Twist them both around. Place in between my thumb and finger. And I'm just going to do it like that. I'm not going to have, oh, mind you, I may want a little centerpiece. Do I do that in the centerpiece? No. And I'm just going to fold this little piece in half, pinch it, place it on top. That's going to cover my mechanics. Just get a cable tie, go around. So I'm just separating now the tail ends. So it goes red, white, or white, red, sorry, white, red. And I'm going to get these in between here. One moment, ones. There we go. And I'm just going to do that. Because I've got the white one there, then the white one goes at an angle in the opposite direction. And then you fluff up, and I'm going to cut that, what's in the middle, so now I've tightened it. bend that over. Like so. Yeah, and that's big enough. That's big enough, guys. I had a feeling I've done it too big. So that's all we're doing for our bow. I'm not going too much. If you wanted to add that in just to dangle down, I may do that. Then you just grab it and I'm going to get a little bit of wire. Grab it. Place it on, going through and sliding it in by pressing down your ribbon just to allow even a slightest little bit of a gap for it to go in. There we go. So want that. I'm just gonna just do a little twist on that. Cut it off and bend it around so it doesn't catch your fingers. So then you've got that. I will cut that down to length when it's on. So let's just get that cable tie. And I'm going to go through the back here. Make sure it's cut that. So now let's fluff up. I think I've gone down where you may not be able to see me, guys. So I'm now fluffing our bow up. See, I didn't really want it big, and that's more than enough. So now you've got your little tail ends here hanging down. I'm going to cut them, one there, one there, just so it keeps in with the theme of the gift box in the centre. So that is your little arrangement done, where you could either hang on the wall or place. Oh my gosh, something's falling down the back. It's all the stuff that I've got for today. Hang on your wall, place on a cabinet, place in your window, or on your, mantle or on a little table at the bottom of your entrance, your stairs where the entrance hallway is. You could place it there as well. I'm going to take that apart and then I'll save it for my bits and bobs. And anything like that, it's got snow on it. I've left the snow, what's come off of this cypress leaf, I've left it on. I thought it looked quite nice. And yeah, and just have something like this instead, because not, again, I state this a lot, not everybody likes to have big things on display. You know, some are more like subtle things, or they think less is more, whether it be the look of the arrangement or how many Christmas decorations, you know, that they have. You know, some are minimalistic and they think that it's better not to have too much, because then if you have too much, I've had this off a customer, well, if you've got too much, then you can't see which one you're looking at, because it's all in you know, right up to your face, and it's too overwhelming. But yet some people like that. I'm a bit of both. I like it, but then I think about packing it all away. And I think, oh gosh. But other than that, I don't mind. I like anything. So, but yeah, this is just for somebody like, you know, just wants something, or maybe lives on their own and just doesn't go to the extreme of decorating the house, you know, at Christmas. So they just have something to represent Christmas, whether it be a small tree as well as something like this, or a window arrangement, or anything like that. So this is another you know, element or you know, arrangement that you could make for Christmas without having to go wappy with it, I guess, as we say in Mansfield. But I don't know, I quite like it. I like anything, but give it a go. You know, if you've got a box, if you haven't got anything, again, like I say, if you've not got nothing with shutters, don't worry, guys. Please don't worry. You know, just get a rectangle planter, wooden planter, or a tin or galvanized metal planter, anything of your choice, or a little wicker planter, and just create something like this, you know, with gifts in. You just have to disregard you've got a back to it. You could add on a back to it if you like. If you've got a piece of board, you know, and you wish to cut it out maybe as an arch like this, or just square, and then just place on at the bottom some, where are they? Let me grab him. Oh my good gracious me. Some of these stems from florals, you know, these, glue them on or staple them on as well, and then you can just place them in and it will hold, and then you've got a back to it. And if you want, paint the, you know, the board or the whatever you may use, or spray paint it, or, you know, whichever you know you've got on hand at the time, or just leave it as a small planter and do it in a small planter, guys. You can build up your back of it yourselves with your floral, you know, and your foliage. You can, you know, so it'd end up a bit more like a front facing arrangement, so you could do it like that instead. So again, if you, whichever way you want to do it, you know, if you feel like you want to have a go, guys. You know, again, maybe as a gift for your grandmother, or your, you know, a dear friend, you know, or somebody you know who's going to be in hospital over Christmas. Give them something like this as a gift. Our hospitals in the UK don't mind artificial flowers being taken in, but they don't allow real flowers. The reason being is because obviously they've been out in the open, they've probably got mites on them somewhere deep down, and being in a hospital, it's unhygienic if the mites get out and fly around, because some people are allergic to mites and things like that if they get bitten. So hence the reason we don't allow real flowers in hospitals, but artificial they do. Where I live anyway. So again, please subscribe, share and like to the world, to everybody who you know, even to Santa's helpers. You know, just remind them that I'm here. It'll help my business grow, guys, and it will give me a chance to chat to more of you wonderful people and answer your wonderful messages. And again, like a lady last night gave me a tip concerning cutting the foam. See, I never thought of that. I'm using wire. I never thought of it because you get more of a precise cut. I'm going to be giving that a go. And also a lady told me on another video that she watched of mine, if I've got short stems, especially on these cutout leaves, use a moss pin. I used to do that. I used to do it all the time. And I felt silly when she reminded me. And I'm thinking, why didn't I remind myself of that? Oh, I feel so embarrassed. And you know how you get like that? And I thought, gosh, oh my God, diddly me. I should have known better because I used to do it all the time. But you get stuck in doing different ways and you forget about the older ways that you've done. And I think that's probably what I did. But thanks for reminding me, you know, now. I shall make sure I will do that again if I get stuck again. So have a wonderful day, guys. You know, all the best. Again, please subscribe, share and like. And take care, good health. And thank you for all your wonderful comments. You're like a wonderful worldwide family and I love you to bits. So bye for now, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So let me just move my camera slightly forward. Oh, you should see all the stuff I've got at the side of me, guys. This is just two of some of the planters with all the foliage and everything that I'm using. Well, one of the hanging baskets. The others are down there. The other three. But yes, this is some of the foliage and everything that I shall be using to place in them. So yes, guys. Anyway, let's get back to what we've done today. So there's our wonderful little bow. Finally, we've made a decision on what we was doing. And there's our lovely gift with the snow from the cypress leaves on it and a little ding-dong bell in the centre. And our red and white tinsel present. Hi, hon.
Oh.
And there's our white and red glittered gift as well. With our berries, our conifer, our tree pine, and I wasn't going to do it, but I couldn't help myself. Our glittered bay leaf, our white fern, our lovely soft lamb's ear. Can you see it's like sugar coated? It's got little glittery bits in it. And then our white ginkgo leaves, some flock pine, again the baubles there, or Christmas ornaments. Where's that other one? Where did I get that other one from? Oh yeah, here, guys. This one of these ferns that I had, what I sprayed here as well. And did I say cypress leaf? Well, there. And then this lovely rubbery, you can see rubbery textured tree pine that I placed as one full stem in the corner. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And again, give it a go, whether it just be, in a rectangle plant pot holder or planter. So have a wonderful day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys, and I love you lots. Bye for now.